Should be good. Woo! Jeez, it's 2 minutes past the target time.
Oh, yeah! If you need to take a break, why don't we do it over there? Here.
I'm not thirsty.
Okay. Well, don't want to waste it.
Sin is very fast at leveling.
Mommy? Mommy?
I can't. Snow? What do you plan to do? I need to know.
I told you. Save Sarah, protect Cocoon, and have myself a big, happy family. Still, it's a long road ahead. Or maybe not so long. Whatever happens, things will work themselves out. Even if you're Lassie, you gotta keep fighting. Yeah.
And what if that gets people around you involved?
What?
What happens when your actions end up ruining someone's life? What if someone dies? What then, Snow? How do you pay for what you've done?
I can't! All right? There is nothing that can make something like that right again. When someone's dead, when someone's gone, words are useless.
So that's it? People die and you just run away?
I know! It's all my fault. I don't know how to fix it. Where do you start? What do you say? All I can do is go forward. Keep fighting and surviving until I find the answers I need.
There are no answers! You're running from what you deserve!
Well, why don't you tell me what I deserve?
The same fate! Nora Estine. She was my mother. And she died because of you!
You? You're the one she meant!
Wow. The rest of the game, he's just a whiny bitch. Damn. He damn near got Snow killed.
When we came out of crystal stasis, we didn't remember our focus or what we'd done. All we could do was wander Cocoon, looking for what we'd lost.
Let's give up. Forget our focus. We don't need it.
We don't need it? Look, if we don't figure it out and pull it off, you're gonna be a Sith!
It's just making a kid that young, Lassie. It's not right.
Yeah, it's unfair. But guess what? We grin and bear it like good Lassie, or the Falsey starts making more. Like that girl the other day. It doesn't matter what our focus is. We do it, whether we like it or not.
But...
Say we call it quits. You think these people will let us go? They'll lynch us in the street. Listen, Vanille. We do what we gotta do, and get ourselves off this filthy world as fast as we can.
Fine.
You get out of here first. I'll buy you some time. Now, don't you worry. I'll come and find you, no matter where you go.
Wait! Fang! Fang! Please! Don't leave me!
You're not gonna end up received. You boys coming or not? Your fight's right here! By the time I took care of them all, Vanille was long gone. After that, Rains and his cavalry found me. I never stopped searching for Vanille, but I couldn't find her. Her, or our focus.
So, you're telling me
It doesn't balance out too
come back to
much.
life someday too?
Summoners are
Yep.
still a pretty hard matchup, even if you do learn how to beat them.
We didn't do our job right. That's why it made her a lessee.
Some classes it takes no
Messed up.
effort to beat with a summoner, while some
Sorry.
classes it might take a little bit more. Like you said, micromanaging your pet.
That it?
You sure better hope so. But whether we're square, that's up to Sarah.
You sound exactly like Snow. And he didn't hit me.
Wait, he already knows this?
Wow. That's a load off. Glad I apologized.
You apologized so you'd feel better?
Guess so. How about you? Feel any better now that you hit me?
It didn't change anything.
What counters? You can really boss summoners around, but that's about it.
Tell that to my jaw.
Felix Heights is up there.
Well, Warlock was broken. Warlock was broken when it was first implemented, but
Still
later
a
in the
ways
patches
before
they
we get
fixed
to Hope's
it.
place.
In
keep it
Russia
up.
and Japan, it's broken. I think it's still broken.
We'll head through that gate.
Right.
I don't know about this.
But it's just gonna take time to learn how and counter those classes, because you gotta remember this as well, Death. That game's been out for 3 years in Korea, if you want to look at the standings. It's only been out for 2 months in an A. You're not gonna have players learning how to kill summoners basically in 2 months and have standings match that of standings that have been refined over the course of 3 years. It's just not gonna happen.
Survival of the fittest.
Sims actually have quite a bit of trouble. But back when it was just the 45 patch, summoners had a clear advantage. But we'll see once everything once everything settles.
Don't get predictable. You looking at me? Time for a change. was any doubt.
I think they're ready to sacrifice the city if that's what it takes to catch us.
But you gotta remember, KFM has like, it's a much more difficult class than, say, Summoner or Blade Dancer. You're talking about a class that takes a lot of combo refinement and a lot of class knowledge. Like, with Blade Dancer, it's like medium combo refinement, like just figuring out, refining your combos and then applying them to the situation and adapting to what the enemy has, and then applying that to every class you fight. With Summoner, you're gonna be healing the shit out of yourself, like, the whole time. I've never seen a Summoner burst someone down, so you're gonna be killing them and healing yourself and avoiding their combos the entire time. But knowing how to deal with the KFM, you're gonna figure it out. And it's definitely one of those things you're gonna have to figure out. Yeah, you're all sustain and just whittle down your enemy. But you have to be able to sustain and outmaneuver and outsmart your enemy. Because your class is set up to be that easy. That's just the way it is. But you have a lot of resist as well. I mean, you can watch Mosh. Mosh is one of the people that I've watched a lot to figure out a lot on KFM. I also watch Jaesung as well to see how he plays. And then I go and look at BNS Tree to learn what their abilities do. But you basically have to figure out, okay, I have all these resistances and stuff, how do I use them to my advantage? For me as a Blade Dancer, I have all of this damage and these simple combos. How do I line them up to be able to maximize my uptime and damage on an enemy?
Time for a change.
Actually, let's do this. Like, you'll figure it out. I mean, if you're up at 2200, you'll figure it out for sure. There's no... I'm not too worried about that. I literally have to figure out the best ways to apply my pressure and then make different builds to deal with the different enemies. For Summoner, it's pretty much kind of one build that's kind of manipulated slightly to beat them. Yeah, beat that target time by a lot. That works. Frickin', is that a beta behemoth? Is that an alpha behemoth? That'd be an alpha.
Finally, a real challenge.
Now it's a lodestone behemoth. That's new. Exceptionally high HP, susceptible slow, delivers devastating physical attacks.